Hey, welcome back to Get Down to Business. If you have been listening to this program, and I know you have for 10 plus years, you know that I'm super passionate about local entrepreneurs, local small businesses. And that's why I've been so excited to bring on Laura Catrambone-Gerace from Coldwell Banker, Stratford Place on the program. Laura and her team proudly serve DuPage, Cook County, and surrounding areas by helping people buy and sell real estate. So Laura, welcome to the program. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. There are a lot of folks that are involved in real estate. I'll just call it what it is. But you are one of a kind because you are more knowledgeable, more experienced than many others that are out there. Why did you decide to get into the field of real estate? Let's start from the very beginning.
So funny story. My cousin was in real estate. My father was a CPA. He wanted something to do in his retirement. And my cousin Joan wanted to own her own office. So those two got together with Carol Siska, who is now currently my partner. Carol and Joan were best friends, lived across the street from each other. So the three of them opened up a real estate office. I was pregnant with my second child and had no interest in sales at all. And my cousin Joan said, "You need to get your real estate license." And I said, "Why would I ever get a real estate license? I don't like selling." And she told me to shut up and get my license. And here I am 33 years later. I never consider myself
33 years later.
33 years later. I'm really not a salesperson, to be honest. I just know what to do when you either want to buy the house or you want to sell your house.
But you know what you do really, really well, Laura, is the relationships, because having that relationship is really, really important. And I know something that you do really, really unique, honestly different than any other real estate agent that I've ever seen, is your marketing. I know you put a lot of pride into the marketing because you take people's properties like it is your own. And that's really, really important. Let's talk about you and your team's unique approach.
So that's exactly right. I do list every property as if it is my own house. So in the day, we used to actually go into people's houses and literally stage them ourselves. We'd bring in flowers and bowls of fruit and furniture and blow up beds and all kind of things like that. And it would take us days to actually get a house ready for pictures. Then, of course, we have a professional photographer come out and take pictures and that sort of thing. But now, now that the new and improved version is that we now do virtual staging, which is much more time efficient. But, you know, I don't know how many people have gone onto different websites and have seen pictures of other agents' homes. And it really does sort of fry me that some of them you can tell they took with their cell phone. There's dirty clothes on the floor. Beds aren't made. And I'm like, you literally have 30 seconds to grab somebody's attention. And you just got to put your best foot forward. And you got to make sure that when that property comes on the market, that it is perfect the second you hit that button to go live on the MLS.
Absolutely. I'm chatting with Laura Catrambone-Gerace, who is the subject matter expert on real estate, certainly in the DuPage and Cook County areas. But I know that you put so much effort into any property, for any call that you get, frankly, which of course we'll make sure to share your phone number with our listeners in just a couple of minutes. And you'll learn about any property as if it is your own. And that's at Coldwell Banker. Quite a story, 33 years in real estate. So you certainly have learned a thing or two about the field. And while you may still not consider yourself a salesperson, you are a relationship manager. And certainly you know a thing or two about negotiating, taking care of your clients. So Laura, in our minute or so that we have remaining, what is the market like right now? What should our listeners know about real estate in the Chicagoland area?
So a lot of people are afraid, I think, because interest rates are volatile and they're afraid to get out there and buy something. And a lot of sellers aren't selling because they don't want to give up their 3% interest rate. So, we have low inventory. We still do have buyers out there. It feels like there's a lot of buyers out there, but there really isn't. It's just because you have a handful of buyers and everybody's trying to buy the same property. But I will say that the every house is still appreciating at a significant percentage rate. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, it's still a great time to do it.
That's awesome, Laura. I know every one of our listeners are nodding their heads vigorously because, again, whether they are currently in the market, they need to know who you are and jot down your information. So let's make sure we make it easy for them. Laura, you and your team at Coldwell Banker are true professionals. How can we get in touch with you? What's the best way?
So my cell, I live by 708-212-4905. And I now will show that I've been doing this for so many years because my email address is S like Sam, P like Peter, Laura, Laura at AOL.com. It's my first email address. I'm not getting rid of it.
Well, you know what? Ordinarily I'd say AOL. I'd question it, but certainly it shows that you've been doing this for a long time and that you're committed to it, and you've got the expertise to show for it. So, Laura, really appreciate your time. Let's share your phone number one more time.
708-212-4905.
For all of your real estate needs in the Cook County and DuPage area, whether you're buying, selling, or just have a question, you will want to talk to Laura and her team at Coldwell Banker. Laura, thanks so much for joining us. I can't wait to have you back on real soon.
Thank you. Take care.
Quick break on Get Down to Business. We'll be right back.